Hello and welcome to another Mental Health Monday with me, Muzz. And I thought, why not do my last video in this flat and do it as a Mental Health Monday because it's a time for reflection. It's a time for moving on. I've not done one of these in a while. This is the first one of the new year. And we're going to look back at kind of December and also a bit kind of looking forward to 2026 and just kind of my feelings around the year because I always find it a funny time for me. Like, I'm quite a sentimental person. I like to look back on not just the past year but previous years and like almost thinking about what I'd done in previous New Year's and being like, oh, I was at this point in my life, and just kind of looking back and kind of remembering what got me to here, if that makes sense. So December for a PE teacher in Scotland is fantastic if you're me and you like social dance, Scottish country dancing. We get to do that every December, and I love it because I love Ceilidh dancing. So it's a great time for me to just have a ball. It was a very social heavy uh, month because I had a staff night out, I had a club night out, and then I had my gym night out as well as the family dinner, and then meeting up with friends during it. My New Year was quiet, uh, which I'll get to, but yeah, it was a social. So my social battery was very much drained in December, but I've definitely gotten better. If you kind of followed me since I started back, like I think my social battery really has kind of almost upgraded because I'm don't get like I don't know what it was before. I just used to like enjoy it for a period of time, and then it would get to that period of time or it would get to a point where I'd just be like, I'm done. But I feel like now that doesn't really happen as often. It still does happen on occasion, but I just really have enjoyed over the past couple of years doing that, and December was a testament to that. Look forward to every one of the events. Um, Christmas with the family is just a great time. Um, Great to spend like just the entire day with your aunts, your uncles, cousins, and mum and dad, brother. So it was just and the food like really really good. So December going through that was just quite a high month in terms of me mentally, and then that kind of period in between Christmas and New Year is, I wouldn't say a low point, but it's always like you're in a bit of a lull, you're in a bit of limbo, and thankfully I had some stuff that I was doing that kind of kept me active, kept me going, and then I started kind of reminiscing, and it's always bittersweet when you kind of go back and you think, like I'm always because in New Year I had a quiet one this year, and I'm always in two minds at New Year whether to do something or not, because when I do it, I'm always like the next day. You just look at the bank, you look at, um, you've got the hangover the next day, and you're like, why did I do that? But then you look back and you go, actually, I had a really fun night. Opposed to what I done this year, which was just sit here, have a drink, seeing the bells, and you always feel like, should have done something this year. But then next day you're up ready to seize the day, and I don't really like 2026 for me. Like it's going to be a weird year because the past couple of years I've always been kind of working towards something. Like I've had a big goal, usually towards summer because of the way it's worked out. So like a few years ago, it was like getting into uni to become a teacher. It was then graduating uni. It was then last year. It was then finishing my probation year. Now, like I'm a fully qualified teacher. Obviously, I'll be working towards stuff within the school, but I'm like, I don't have that big goal to kind of work towards now. So yeah, I'll need to have a think about that. And I've never been the best for looking forward. Like I really don't like New Year's resolutions, because if you were going to change, you should have already done it. And I know people use it, as I'm doing, as a time to reflect and almost reset themselves. But I think what I'm going to try to do this year is set goals, and I'm going to do a video on that. Set goals for me to actually achieve, because I think that's how I work best. It's like I've got it written down, I've got it on video that I've said I'm going to do these things, so I need to do them, because I just think that's how I work, and I think that's what's going to help me. And I think I work best when I'm working towards something. Like, I'm not someone who can just go about and almost drift through and just kind of like, I don't know. I go with the flow, but I'm always going with the flow towards something. I don't know. I'm rambling here. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is, my mental health. This is a mental health Monday. My mental health has been good, as it usually is. As I say, these videos are to hopefully get people to open up about their mental health. And I think you should, regardless if you're good or bad, like, obviously, if you're good in a good place, like, you should talk about that as well. And especially if you're in a bad place and you need people to talk to, like, you should do that. So definitely, yeah, it's been a good time. And yeah, it's going to be sad to, like, I am, as I said, sentimental, and quite, like, this first flat by myself has kind of it's meant a lot to me, and it's something that I've always kind of wanted to do, which was to live by myself. And now that I've experienced it, I just love it, just genuinely love it. So it's been a good first flat, not even a good, excellent first flat. Like, let's not beat around the bush. It's fantastic. Like, I'm not going to obviously show it off because it's not mine, but I have done well to live in this flat, put it that way. And I am gutted to see it go, but you will see my new place soon enough, hopefully. No, you should. You will, because I'll still be doing this. That's one of the goals, and, well, it's not one of the goals. I want to keep up the YouTube. Anyway, yeah. So, talk about your mental health. That's all I have to say on that, and bye bye.